Good morning, everybody. Welcome to your 9:30 a.m. Selfless Service yoga class. My name is Jason Allen Carr. I live here in Boise, Idaho. I like to go outside, get some fresh air, breathe. I like to go outside and get out of my head. Get out of your head. I didn't see who sent that heart, but whoever did, thank you. Namaste. So there's lots going on out in the world today. There's lots of anger and there's lots of stuff going on out there today. I'm going to talk about it in a video. I'm not going to do it right here because I don't want to bring down my yoga class. Hi. let's do some yoga. Come on. Let's come down onto the mat. Oh, look. The music is starting to skip. So, boingo, doingo, it's off. Let's have some silence. Let's do that. Let's just find some breath, pull some white light through the body. I have changed the way I'm doing this. I'm having inflammation in my hips. So, when I sit, it's a little uncomfortable. So, we always modify so we're not uncomfortable. Take a block. You will need a block in your practice today. I like to take a block and then place a blanket over the block to soften it. And then just come to sit on that block. It takes a little bit of pressure off of the hips. And then let's roll our shoulders back. Take the fingers spread wide out to the side, and then just feel a triangle from the crown of the head down to the right finger, sliding underneath the body to that left middle finger, and then sliding back up to the crown of the head. Take a line of energy from the crown of the head out in front of you, creating another triangle as you slide it underneath you, back behind you, and then bringing it back up to the crown of the head. So we've got lines of energy here and lines of energy in front of us. So it's like we're sitting in the middle of a pyramid. So in your visualization, we'll be sitting in that pyramid, and then I want you to close the eyes and just build it. Maybe feel energy rising up one of those lines in this pyramid around the body. And then let's create a line of energy that moves from the universe in front of you through the third eye, through the brain, through the back of the skull. Let's create a line of energy coming from in front of you through the throat and out through the back of the throat. Create a line of energy in front of you, moving through your heart center, moving through the body and out through the back. Let's create a line of energy that moves across the shoulders from left to right, creating a line of energy from ear to ear, a line of energy from eye to eye. Let's create another triangle from the third eye down to the right eye, down to the left eye, and back up to the third eye. And let's just focus on these energy lines and just kind of see how the body starts to feel differently. Maybe being a little bit more of that energy moving through the body, maybe feeling some tingling sensations, maybe some goosebumps. And just feel your natural breathing pattern. Just feel how the body moves in your natural breathing pattern. Maybe you can feel a slight rise on the shoulders as you inhale. Maybe you can feel the fingertips gently pressing into the mat on the exhale. Lengthen the spine just slightly. As you lengthen the spine, feel the whole skeletal system, feeling the skull, the bones in the neck, the spine, the chest plate, the ribs. Feel the bones in the left arm, the left hand, and the left fingers. Feel the bones in the right arm, the right hand, and the right fingers. Feel the pelvic bone, the bones in the left leg and the left foot, the left toes, the right leg, the right foot, and the right toes. And just feel that energy going from left to right through the ears. Feel that energy going from front to back at the throat, the heart center, and the third eye located in the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows, and sending it through the body back and forth. Maybe create another line at that third eye and at the throat and at the heart and take it to the left to the right. And feel that energy meeting in the very center of the pineal gland, in the very center of the throat, in the very center of the heart. 3 stars. Just breathe. And then let's start to move into lengthening our breath, still staying with this visualization. We're observing, we're staying out of the thoughts of the mind. Remind yourself, if you start to move into the thoughts of the mind, ask yourself the question, do you value those thoughts more than you value the moment of practicing silencing them? Practicing on going deeper with inward, creating more awareness. And then as we breathe, as you inhale, you're going to feel the body expanding out like you're blowing air slowly into a balloon. As you exhale, you're going to expel all of the air out fully and completely. Bring the belly button into the spine, and it's going to feel like you're emptying the body, like you're emptying the air out of an air mattress when you lean into that mattress, and you just kind of melt into it as the air slowly comes out. That's what the exhalations feel like as we're going to change our breath here, inhaling deeply through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth, inhaling through the nose, exhaling out the mouth. Nice deep breaths in. Just kind of maybe feel like that body as you take those deep breaths in and out, kind of feel like you're moving almost into hyperventilating. You're taking such deep breaths in, but knowing that you're not going to, that you're comfortably here. You're releasing any dis-ease from the body. We're releasing blockages with the breath. We're opening up the body, creating space for health and wellness as we continue those deep breaths in. Let's continue with that breath. As you inhale, gently press into the fingertips. Bring the hands up over the head. Nice deep breath in. Reach up at the top. Exhale, bring the hands back down to the side. Inhaling, bringing the hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, bring the hands up. Exhale, left hand to that right knee. Roll the right shoulder. As you exhale, roll your right shoulder, and then inhale, coming back up to center. Exhaling, right hand finds the left knee, rolling the left shoulder, lengthen. Inhale, come up. Exhale, down to the right. Inhale, up to center. Exhale, over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Over to the left. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale, take the hands down to the side. Let's lean forward. Bring the hands back behind you to clasp those hands together. Once you interlace the fingers, pull the arms away from the body, lifting the body back up, and then pull the hands towards the floor. Pull the hands away from the body. Maybe rest the head in between the shoulder blades. Just feel that chest opening. Maybe lean back a little bit, whatever feels best to you. It feels good to me because I'm sitting on that block, so I got a little bit of space. And then slowly come back to center. Let's take those arms out to the side like you're resting them on the arms of a chair. And then we're just going to bring the elbows into the side. And then we're going to inhale up that halfway mark. Exhale in. Slow motion. Inhale. Feel the energy in the palms of the hands. Inhale. Inhale back up. Exhale, come down. Feel that energy in the hands. Inhale, bring the elbows all the way up past the ears or as high as you can go, and then bring the arms back down, hands coming together, feeling the energy. Inhaling up. Exhaling in. Inhaling up. Exhaling in. Inhaling up. Exhale, bringing the arms down, bring those palms about 4 inches apart and feel that energy here like you're holding the back of 2 magnets together. Visualize that white light in the palms of the hands. You can feel the heat increasing on the palms in your hands, especially the very center, and that tingling sensation like you've placed the fingertips into sparkling water. It feels like you're holding the back of 2 magnets together. So feel that energy in between the hands. Maybe move that energy out past the palms of the hands and feel it moving into your heart center as you visualize that white light pouring into the heart, releasing any blockages or dis-ease. You can feel that energy moving through the limitations of what appears to be the limitations of the physical body, the skin and that bone, right into the heart center. And then bring the hands to a slow pause and take it in the opposite direction. Nice deep breaths. Hands back and forth in front of the heart. Palms face up, bending the elbows, holding on the energy here. Visualize the body lit up with the brightest of whitest lights, glowing from the skeletal system out. See that triangle that you created, the line going out in front of you and back behind you to the left and to the right, the triangle at the third eye to the right eye, crossing the bridge of the nose to the left eye, back up to the third eye. Feeling those lines of energy moving from the left and the right through the heart and the neck and the third eye. Feel those same lines from the front to the back at the third eye, the neck and the heart. Feel energy in between the legs. Create a line of energy that goes down deep into the earth. Take it around the earth's core. Feel that grounding. Feel the spine and the body gently being pulled closer to the earth as you lengthen the body. And remembering that energy never dies. It only changes its vibration or form to allow for different experiences. Feel that energy, that tingling sensation in the palms of the hands. Take a deep breath in here, sending this energy out over your head. Exhale, bringing the hands back down to the side. Let's just dip the chin towards the chest and then just roll the neck over to the left. Once you do, maybe take it back a little bit further and then roll the neck over to the right. And just take it back and forth here. And then come back to center. Just take your left ear over to your left shoulder. Reach out for your right middle finger. Bring that right hand back down. Chin back up to center. Take that right ear over to the right shoulder. Reach out through that left middle finger. And then gently come back to center. I'm going to release this block out from underneath me. And we're going to take our first pose here, but let's stretch out a little bit. Let's take those legs out straight. Bring your hands back behind you to press yourself up and forward. And we're just going to get a little stretch for the legs before we go into our pose. So inhale up at center. Flex the toes towards the face. Squeeze the muscle to the bone in the legs. And on an exhalation, just to relax that resistance in the legs as you slowly come forward. Bring the hands out in front of you. Feel the hamstrings. Maybe bend the knees a little bit and then press the back of the knees back into the mat, and then just allow the body to melt forward. You can play with these stretches by flexing the toes towards the face on an inhalation, reaching out through those heels, squeezing the muscles to the bone. And as you exhale, you're going to release that resistance, allowing the body to go a little bit deeper forward. And you have the options of keeping the hands out in front of you or taking the hands out to the ankles or bringing the hands back behind you. And then bring those hands to a comfortable position in front of you, and then let's just gently press the body up. Let's bring that left foot to the inside of that right thigh. We'll inhale up at center, twist at the waist towards that right leg. Take one hand on either side of the right foot as you bring the nose towards the knee. Maybe lift the hip and replant it as you work your way towards that knee. And then let's just take those hands to the outside of that right foot or that right leg. Your left ear will find that left bicep or left shoulder as you lean forward, lifting your right hip up and pressing it back here. And then bring that nose towards the knee, gently rise up that right leg. Just lean over to the left real quick, take that right leg back, point that right toe away, and then let's just gently come forward, walking the hands out in front of us, and then gently walking them over to the left, leaning into your right shoulder, pressing away from the palms of the hands, setting the hips towards the heels, and then gently coming back to center, taking the hands over to the far right, leaning into that left shoulder, pressing away from the palms, hips towards the heels, and then gently walk the hands towards the body. Let's bring the hands back behind us. Come up on those fingertips, thumbs facing towards the knees. Roll the shoulders, opening up the chest, and then resting the head in between the shoulder blades here, getting a nice chest open. And then gently release, releasing that right leg around, taking that left leg out, that right thigh, right heel will come into the inside of that left thigh. We'll inhale up at center, twist at the waist towards that left foot, one hand on either side of the left foot as you bring the nose towards the knee. Maybe lift the hip and replant it. Maybe gently walking the hands over to the far right, leaning into that left shoulder, pressing the hands towards the hips. And then take the hands all the way over to the far left, leaning into that right shoulder, pressing away from the palms, sending the hands towards the hips. And then gently walking the hands back towards the body. Let's open up the chest again. Bring the hands back behind you. This time, palms are facing, the wrists are facing towards the knees, fingertips away from the body. Walk the hands close together, lift the chest, rest the head in between the shoulder blades here. And then gently release, coming back up. We're going to release that left leg, bringing it around. We're going to take a seated butterfly. So grab onto your toes, bring the heels in close. As you grab the toes, take the knees towards the floor, sitting up nice and straight here. And then we're going to just gently release. What we're going to do here is we're going to take our left leg out to straight. And then we're going to bring that right knee to point in front of us. So take your left hand, your right, what hand is this? My left hand, to grab your right toe to bring that right knee forward. Then we want to stack up the knees. So you're going to take that left knee over the top of the right. So you can stay here. I like to bring my body, lift myself up and forward, kind of adjust a little bit, and then sit back down. Let's bring the hands up over the head. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, hands down to the side. And then let's just walk our hands out in front of us. And what we're going to do here is we're just going to gently start to melt down over that left thigh. Feel the body softening. Feel any resistance, releasing it in the hips. And you're going to soften the head and neck. And we're just going to gently allow the upper body to melt over those legs. You're going to feel a deep sensation in that. For me, I'm feeling it in my right here on my left side. But everybody's body's different and everybody's at a different place. So we're just going to just soften the body. Maybe take the palms face up behind you. Maybe allow the shoulders to melt over the sides of those knees. And just allow the body to melt into itself as you breathe. As you inhale through the nose, you'll feel the belly expanding. You'll feel that resistance being created with just the breath as it moves into the legs. And as you exhale, release all of the resistance, allowing yourself to go deeper. And then bring those hands to a comfortable position on either side of those knees. And we're just going to gently press through the palms of the hands. Come all the way up to the top. Smile. Because it feels good. And then let's release that left leg. Release that right leg. Maybe tap the backs of the knees into the mat. And then we'll take it to the other side. Hands are going to take that right foot back. That right knee is going to come forward. No, I lied. We just did that. That left foot is going to come underneath as that right foot stays forward. Then you're going to wrap that right leg around to line up the knees. Again, I like to come forward to kind of adjust and then gently sit back towards those heels. And then we're just going to gently melt down over the body on this side, opening the outside of that right leg. Just soften the head and neck. Stay out of the thoughts of the mind. Stay with those deep breaths. And then just bring those hands gently on either side of those knees, and we'll gently press through the palms of the hands, slowly coming all the way up. Smile. And then let's gently release that left leg out just straight. Right leg out straight. Take that left leg out just straight. And then just lean back, tap the backs of the knees, maybe flex the toes back and forth, maybe rolling the ankles and taking it in the opposite direction. And then let's flex the toes towards the feet. Bring those heels up off the mat. You're squeezing the muscle to the bone of the legs. And then sit up nice and straight. Bring the hands on top of the thighs. Roll the shoulders back. Shoulders, so you're flattening the back a little bit. So this is flat back when we're doing our flow. Feel it, and then relax the legs. Allow the body to gently come forward. Whatever serves you best here. And don't force yourself down. Again, just allow yourself to breathe yourself down, just like we did in that last pose. And then just kind of see what it feels like to maybe grab your feet from the outside and pull the feet out. Maybe bring the big toes together. Feel how that affects the inner leg all the way up. Maybe press into your big toe with your thumb as you pull the feet out further. And then let's roll the toes forward, curl the toes, flex the toes, maybe lift those heels up off of the mat and then relax forward, go deeper. Maybe one day you can relax that whole upper body across the top of the thighs. And then gently come up. Let's come around onto our mat. Let's sit in between our thighs here, in between those heels, so your glutes are sitting on the mat. And just feel that stretch. You can feel it on the ankles, you can feel it on the top of the thighs, maybe sit up nice and straight, maybe stick the glutes out a little bit, feel that C-curve in your lower back. And then let's just take stone pose real quick. So bring the hands next to the body and then curl the palms up and then just rest the third eye. Allow the shoulders to melt over the side of those knees. And then bring the hands underneath those shoulders, gently pressing up. From here, just lean back, lift the hips, and replant. For fixed, firm, or hero pose, you can stay right here. If you want to go deeper, you can come down onto your forearms. If you make it down to those forearms, again, lift those hips. Maybe take the left hip up, come to center, take the right hip up, come to center, replant. If you want to take full expression, allow yourself to lower yourself all the way down to the floor, palms face up. Again, maybe lift the hips one at a time, come to center, relaxing back down, feeling that stretch on the top of those thighs and those ankles, and just relax. If it serves you, you can bring the hands up over the head. And then for me, I like to bring my hands underneath my ankles, and then I'll just prop up one elbow at a time, then one hand at a time, coming all the way up. Sit up, lift the hips up, replant them. Let's bring the knees together, and then let's sit onto the ankles here and take that stone pose once again. Palms face up, third eye to the mat, nose is close to those knees. Allow the shoulders to fan out over those knees here. And then slowly, just slowly rise. Let's take a deep breath in as we come up to the top, not hands up over the head. Exhale, hands back down to the side. Let's do for our arms what we just did for our legs. So let's just come down onto our bellies. We're going to take that left hand forward. We're going to take that right arm underneath with that right palm face up and just rest your head over that right shoulder. And then lift your head, just slightly look over your right shoulder. As you do, maybe take your right palm and face it down, gently pressing into your left thumb. Feel how that changes that whole stretch. Bring the palm face up once again, rest the head back down over that right shoulder. Lift the head just slightly, gently release that right arm. Take that right arm out to straight. Take that left arm, left palm face up, resting your head over that left shoulder. And then just lift your head just slightly, look over your left shoulder. Feel how it changes that stretch. And then take your left palm face down. As you do, press into your left thumb. Feel how that affects that change in resistance. And then left palm comes back up. Left head rests over that left shoulder once again. Lift your head just slightly, and then gently release that left arm. Take the palms face up next to the body, right ear to the mat. Just maybe rock side to side, what feels good. If you want to take a reverse windshield wiper, you can bend those knees and take them side to side. Come to stillness. Let's even out the neck. Take the left ear towards the floor. Hands underneath those shoulders. We're going to zip up those legs nice and tight. Chin comes to the mat. As you zip up the legs, you're going to press into the tops of the feet. You're reaching out through the toes, so feel that lengthening. The legs you're squeezing together. You're pressing into the tops of the feet firmly enough that it brings those knees up off the mat. Squeeze the glutes a little bit. And then let's lift the chest. Gently press into the palms of the hands. Roll your right shoulder. Roll your left shoulder. And then look up. Feel that resistance in the lower back as you breathe. Nice deep breaths. We're always staying with those deep breaths through our yoga practice. And then lengthen the spine by bringing the chin towards the chest, feeling the breath here, feeling that resistance. We're strengthening the lower back just by using our breath. Relax the legs. Press into the palms of the hands. Come all the way up into a king cobra. Rest the head in between those shoulder blades. If that serves you, maybe squeeze the glutes. And then bring the head slowly forward. Bend those elbows, sliding down the ribcage just like you would in chaturanga. Come all the way down to the floor. Touch the nose to the mat. Knees out to the side. Toes together. Press back into child's pose. Third eye to the mat here. And then gently walk the hands towards the body. Let's come up into a tabletop position. We're going to bring the knees underneath the hips. Tap the tops of the feet into the mat. Shoulders are going to be directly over those wrists. Eyes and the elbows forward. Press into each fingertip. This is what protects the wrists. You create space underneath those fingers. So if you had a pen or a pencil, you could slide it underneath there. You're utilizing that muscle underneath the pinky and the thumb. This is what protects the wrists. On an inhale, you're going to drop the belly, look up. Feel a C curve in your lower back. Take the hips side to side. This is your cow pose. Come to center. On an exhalation, bring the chin into the chest as you bring the belly button into the spine, pressing firmly through the palms of the hands. Go deep into those shoulder blades. Maybe rock back and forth. Maybe make little circles to the left and the right on those wrists. Come to center on an inhale, cow pose. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale up. Exhale in. Inhale, one more cow pose. Exhale, one more cat. Come back to center, knees out to the side, toes together. Find your child's pose, third eye to the mat here. And then gently come up. Let's find a downward facing dog. Just pedal your dog back and forth. Head and neck are relaxed as you take one heel at a time towards the floor. Allow those the head to come deeper in between those shoulders as we warm up those calf muscles and hamstrings. And then come to center. Head and neck are relaxed as you look back between your legs. Bend the knees 6 to 12 inches above the mat. Press away from the palms of the hands. Feel that deep lengthening of the spine as you take those heels towards the floor just a little bit. Pressing away from the palms. Take the hips high to the sky, high up off of the heels. Lower the heels towards the floor. Pressing away from the palms of the hands and those wrists. One day, bringing the legs or the heels to touch. Head comes deeper in between those shoulder blades. Take the right leg high, pointed to the sky. Let's just take that right leg and make 2 circles to the right. Pause. 2 circles to the left. Right leg down. Left leg high, pointed to the sky. 2 circles to the left. 2 circles to the right. Left leg down. Take the right leg high, pointed to the sky. We're going to bend the knee and stack the hip. Look underneath your left armpit at your right big toe, taking the right knee higher. Then press away from the palms of the hands as you lower your left heel towards the floor. One day to touch. Right leg down. Take the left leg high, pointed to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Look underneath your right armpit at your left big toe. Take your right heel towards the floor. Head comes in between those shoulders, bringing the belly button closer to that right thigh. Left leg down. Take the right leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip. Keep the knee bent as you gently bring it all the way through to the front, nose to knee, knee to nose. Take the right leg high. Take the right knee to the right elbow. Right leg high. Take the right knee to the left elbow. Right leg high. Bring the right leg down. Take the left leg high, point it to the sky. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Take that left knee to the nose, pause. Left leg high. Left knee to left elbow. Left leg high. Left knee to right elbow. Left leg high. Bring the left leg down. We're going to get a full body stretch. Take the right leg high. Bend the knee, stack the hip, flipping your dog as you fall to the outside of your left foot, dropping your right foot. Right hand goes overhead as you lift your hips towards the sky. Stay with your breath. Come back to center. Take the left leg high, point it to the sky. Bend the knee, stack the hip, full body stretch. As you flip your dog, falling to the outside of your right foot, left foot drops close to the body. Left hand overhead, lift the hips. Reach out through that left middle finger. And then come back to center. Take the right leg high. Bring it all the way through to the front. In between those hands, follow it with the left foot with those feet together. Let's inhale up into a flat back. We already did the sitting down. Crown of the forehead is forward. Shoulder blades are together. Hands just above or below the knees. Exhale, forward fold. Head and neck are relaxed. Then take your awareness to your hip joint. Relax it. See if you can release the body further forward. And then relax the muscles in the lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Maybe rolling the shoulders forward. As you inhale, you're going to feel the belly pressing into the top of those thighs as you lengthen up the back, those hamstrings. As you exhale, relaxing the muscles in the lower back, the mid back, the upper back. Shoulders want to roll forward, trying to bring that nose as close to the knees as possible. Head and neck are relaxed as you look back between the legs. Notice the difference in perception. Everybody has one. Lift the toes, replant. Take the palms face down next to the feet. Root and rise by bending the knees deeply. Hands out to the side. Nice deep breath in. Take that slight back bend and then exhale. Hinge all the way down. Hands drop the legs into your flat back on an inhale. Hands to the mat. Right foot back, left foot back. Let's build a plank. Eyes to the elbows forward. Feet are hip width apart. Press into those fingertips, protecting those wrists. Space underneath the fingers. Come up over the wrists. Feel that discomfort. And then press and release it by pressing the heels away from the body. Hamstrings come into the bone. Quads come into the bone. Belly buttons in tight. This is your plank. We're going to take a side plank by taking that right hand and placing it in the center of the mat, coming to the outside of that right foot, placing the left ankle on top of the right, lining up the shoulders with the left hand high. If you want, you can stay right here. If you want to go more into it, flex your left foot, bring it up in alignment with the spine. If you want to go deeper, point your left toe, take your left hand overhead, feel that stretch. Come back to center. Build your plank. Come down to the knees. Flip over those toes. We've already done this once. Bend those elbows coming all the way down. Touch the nose into the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Make all those adjustments. Let's just press up into a king cobra. Curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Let's take that to the other side. Left leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip. Bring it all the way through to the front. In between those hands, follow it with the right foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. This time, let's take the palms face up underneath the balls of the feet. Relax the head and neck. Lengthen up those hamstrings. Relaxing once again the lower back, the mid back, and the upper back. Maybe that softens the arms a little bit. Release the hands from underneath the feet. Palms face down. Bend the knees, root and rise. Inhale all the way up. Nice deep breath in. Take that back bend. Exhale, hinge. Draw the hands up the legs. Slow motion, flat back. Exhale, take your hands to the mat. Left foot back, right foot back. Find your plank. Build. Hold it. Then we're going to take that left hand in the center of the mat for a side plank. Come to the outside of your left foot as you take your right ankle to the outside of that left foot. Right hand high. Flex your right foot. Bring it up in alignment with the spine. And then point the toe. Take the right hand overhead. Come back to center. Find your plank. Once you have your plank, we're going to take it through that flow. We've already done it twice. We'll do it a third time. Drop to the knees. Elbows slide down the rib cage. Nose to the mat. Inhale, lift the chest, baby cobra. Exhale up into a king cobra. Curl the toes. Downward facing dog. Let's put it all together with the breath, without the side plank. Right leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip, bring it all the way through to the front, following it with the left foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take that back bend, exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat. Right foot back, left foot back. Find your plank and take it through the flow. Exhale down into that baby cobra. Inhale up. Press up into a king cobra. Kick. Curl the toes, downward facing dog. Left leg high. Bend the knees, stack the hip all the way through to the front in between those hands. Following it with the right foot, feet together. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees, inhale, rise. Nice deep breath in. Take a slight back bend once again. Exhale, hinge. Inhale, flat back. Hands to the mat. Left foot back, right foot back. Find your plank and take it through that flow. Exhale down. Inhale up, press up into your king cobra, curl the toes, exhale, downward facing dog. Come down to the knees, toes together, third eye to the mat and pause. Let's gently walk the hands towards the body. Let's come to sit onto our heels, bringing the legs together. Let's find some more breath. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, gently bring the hands down, palms down as you lean forward. Bring the palms around, clasp the fingers together, pull the hands away, and then gently rise up, moving into another chest opener. Pressing the hands towards the floor and away from the body. Release. Come back to center. Inhale, hands up. Exhale, hands down to the side. Boat pose, because we're going to lower ourselves down, either gracefully or we're going to sink our boat. If you have a block, if this is hard for you, you can always take a block underneath here. Let's bend, bring the bottoms of the feet on the floor, heels, hands underneath those knees. And then let's just kind of find a spot to balance on as you lean back, bringing those feet up off of the floor. And then you can flex the toes, you can point the toes, bring the legs together, maybe straighten the legs if you can. If you, see, sinking my boat. And then find some balance here. Bring the palms out in front of you. Look up. Engaging the core, holding you here. Release, knees into the chest, all the way down. Circles to the left and to the right. And then cut down a little bit. And then let's bring the heels close to the glutes. Let's take a bridge pose, palms face down next to the body. Lift the hips towards the sky. Maybe roll one shoulder at a time underneath you. Walk the heels a little closer. As you squeeze the glutes and press up through the hips. Come up high off of those heels as you press into the toes and the balls of the feet, squeezing the glutes, pressing up through the hips. Gently lowering the heels towards the floor, lifting the toes and the balls of the feet up as you squeeze the glutes. Pressing up through the hips, lower the toes one vertebra at a time, come all the way down. Bring those knees back into the chest. Circles to the left and to the right. Take the legs out to straight and just pause. Palms face up next to the body. Allow the toes to fan out to the side. Just breathe. And then let's just swing our right leg around in the hip joint. Right hand, right knee, left hand, right ankle. Pull that right knee deep to that right armpit as you take the shoulder blades flat to the mat. Flex your left foot towards your face as you squeeze the muscle to the bone in the left leg and that left glute. The belly button's in nice and tight. Maybe dip the chin just slightly for a further lengthening of the spine. Feel that full body squeeze here, and we'll hold and squeeze for 3, 2, 1. Relax your left leg. Take your left hand on that right knee. As you pull it across the body, the right hand will go out to the side as you look over your right shoulder. And breathe. You can make a couple of adjustments here. Take your awareness to that right hip and relax it on your exhalations to go deeper. Maybe just see what it feels like to drop your right shoulder just slightly. And then gently come back to center. Take that right leg out to straight. Swing that left leg around in the hip joint. Left hand, left knee, right hand, left ankle. Flex your right foot towards your face. Squeezing the muscle to the bone in that right leg and the right glute. Belly button's in tight. Maybe dip the chin just slightly. Feel that full body squeeze here for 3, 2, 1. Relax your right leg. Right hand finds that left knee. Take it across the body. Left hand goes out to the side. As you look over your left shoulder, feel that hip joint, relax it on your exhales to go deeper again. Maybe dropping that left shoulder, just seeing what that feels like, how it changes. Modified as a stretch.
I like to do, but then I saw the comment and I thought, I mean, like yellow.
And then gently come back to center. Bring those knees into the chest. Give yourself a hug. Once again, circles to the left and to the right. And then let's roll the body all the way up. Come around to sit on your mat. We're going to do pigeon pose this way today. So take your left leg out to straight. You're going to take your arms underneath that right calf, and you're going to, at the elbows, hitch it underneath there, and then pull that right leg towards the body. Maybe keep your right foot flexed. So what we're doing here, let's set up base camp. So left foot is flexed, gently flexing the toe towards the face, maybe gently bringing that left heel up off of the mat, squeezing the muscle to the bone in that left leg. As you do, you're pulling that right leg closer to the body, excuse me, as you sit up nice and straight, take your right elbow or that right shoulder to press that right knee away. So you'll feel that deep stretch on that right leg. Nice deep breaths. And then let's just gently release that right leg. Take that right leg out to straight, maybe tap the back of the knee into the mat a couple of times. And let's take it to the other side. Those arms are going to come underneath that left calf, curving at that elbow. Left shoulder is gonna push that left knee away as you bring the left foot closer to the body, flex that left foot, and then feel that stretch here. Don't forget to engage the right leg, squeezing the muscle to the bone, toe towards the face, maybe bringing that heel up off the mat, sitting up nice and straight here, and then feeling that resistance on the outside of that left leg. Yes, and then let's gently release that left leg, lean back, tap the backs of those legs into the mat. And then let's come back around onto our backs, bring the knees into the chest, give yourself a hug, little circles to the left and the right. Pause as you do, keep the hands on the knees, toes together, and then just take the knees in a circle up above you. Bring it to a pause and take it in the opposite direction. Let's take a lying butterfly. Bring the heels close to the glutes. Maybe hold on to the heels as you bring them in close. And then bring the bottoms of the feet together. As you do, line up the toes, the balls of the feet, the heel, and then once you have them lined up, firmly press the heels together. Feel how that engages the glutes and the inner thighs. And then relax that resistance, relaxing from the waist down. Maybe take the hands to tap the knees side to side. You can take the hands on those inner thighs for a little more resistance, resting them here. Or you can bring the palms face up underneath the thighs. Just allow gravity to do its work. You can energetically feel the knees pulling closer to the earth. Just by taking your awareness there, you can create more resistance on the inner thighs. Bring the hands underneath the thighs to help bring those legs back together. Again, knees into the chest, circles to the left and to the right. And then come to center. Let's get a nice squeeze. So let's curl or cross the ankles and then lift the upper body. Take your right hand as you pull your knees close to your chest. Right hand comes tight around. Then take your left hand tight around. So you're squeezing as tight as you can. Release it. Let it go. Palms face up next to the body. Allow the toes to fan out to the sides and just relax. And maybe just take the head side to side and just massaging the back of that head, breaking up any fascia that's across the skull there. And then just come to stillness. Let's just place one hand on the heart, one hand on the belly, and pause. And then we're going to take our block and we're going to take it long ways on the flat part of the sacrum. So bring the heels in close, lift the hips towards the sky. Take that block on the flat part of the sacrum here. You can keep the legs here, shoulder length apart, maybe heel toe out to the side, palms face up, and just feel that hip opening. Maybe take the knees out to the side a little bit if that feels good, whatever. Maybe bring them in together, whatever serves you best here. And then if it feels good, bring your legs up towards the sky. You can take the hands on that block if you want to hold them there, if you need that extra sturdiness, and maybe just take your inversion here. Maybe bend those knees, bring the toes together and take an in-air butterfly. Whatever serves you best today. And then let's take those knees towards those armpits, take the toes together, maybe take the hands on the knees and pause here. Hands underneath the knees, bring the knees back together, drop those feet towards the floor, lift the hips towards the sky, release that block off to the side, one vertebra at a time, lower all the way down, knees back into the chest, give yourself that hug, roll the body up, taking that chest opener as you take that block to the top of the mat, or if you don't have that block, you can roll the shoulders back and take that chest opener here. If you have that block, place it down the center of the spine and between the shoulder blades. Your lower body is resting comfortably on the ground. Rest the head off the back of that block, palms face up. Just breathe here. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up off of that block, taking the block off to the side. As you lower yourself down, grab onto your toes as you bring the knees into those underarms, taking a happy baby here. Press the lower back into the mat. Maybe dip the chin just slightly to further lengthen the spine. You can keep the hands on the toes, maybe the insides or the outsides of the feet, whatever serves you best. You can rock the baby side to side if that feels good, or just come to stillness. And then gently release. Take the legs out to straight, one at a time. Palms face up next to the body. Allow the toes to fan out to the side. Just scan the body. See if there's anything that I might have missed that your body needs. Maybe squeeze the glutes. Flex the toes towards the face. Put on a squeeze bodysuit by flexing everything in as tight as you can. Holding it. Relaxing it. Letting it go. Shaking it out. And then we're going to just come down into our final resting space of Shavasana. Shavasana is complete and total relaxation. So what you're going to do, if you like to meditate sitting up, you can. If not, you'll be lying flat on your back with the palms face up next to the body here. And then let's take some breaths together here. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth and letting it go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. Inhaling through the nose. Exhaling out the mouth, letting it go. Just pause, feel the body. Scan the body from the top of the head to the tips of the fingers and the tips of the toes and release any resistance fully and completely. Softening all of the muscles around the bones, relaxing the muscles of the face, maybe gently placing the tongue to the roof of the mouth, relaxing the muscles in the neck and the chest, the upper back around the shoulder blades, relaxing the muscles around the spine and the belly, the ribs, maybe feeling the body pouring to the left and the right, relaxing the muscles in the left arm and the left hand and the left fingers, relaxing the muscles in the right arm, the right hand, and the right fingers. Relaxing the glutes and the hips, the pelvic area. Relaxing the left leg, the left foot, and the left toes. Relaxing the right leg, the right foot, and the right toe. And then just breathe. Again, we're here to practice staying out of the thoughts of the mind. If your mind starts to wander and takes you away from the breath and the feels of the body, ask yourself that question. Do you value those thoughts more than you value being here, going deeper within and feeling the magic and sensations of the physical body? Feel fresh oxygen coming into the body with each inhalation. Feel the body releasing anything that no longer serves us with each exhalation, clearing and cleansing the body. Feel the top of the body. Feel the left and the right side of the body. Feel the back of the body. Feel the skeletal system resting comfortably amongst the softened muscles, like a head lying on a pillow. Feel your breath. As you feel and stay aware of the breath as you take deep breaths in and exhale, melting into yourself, just like you'd be letting the air out of a mattress. Feel the sensations of the body. Without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Feel yourself connected to the earth below you, and remember that that earth, what appears to be firm, solid earth with the dirt, with the ground, know that it's energy holding that vibration, and it can change at any point whenever it serves the planet. Feel your energy gently rising up from the earth, but still holding on to that earth energy and feeling that line that we started our practice with down around the earth's core at the base of the spine. Maybe feel the body as it rises up, feeling that rising sensation. Feel it grounding at the same time and creating space in the center of the body where you can't tell if it's rising or if it's grounding, as you start to create roots below you like a tree. Without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Take in the temperature of the air as you inhale, and also take in the scent. Maybe look through the skins of the eyes, take notice of any energy moving around, any colors fading in and out. Feel the underlying layers of the skin in the shape of your body. And then feel the outer layers of the skin in the shape of your body. Feel that energy to the front of the body, to the back, to the left, and to the right. And then feel it moving from the outside of the body, from the front, the back, the left, and the right. And move it slowly through the body into the core like a ripple of energy, or like a ripple of, like you throw a stone into a lake. And then take that visualization of water circulating in a circular motion going down a drain. And then take that visualization and feel that sensation at the first chakra located at the base of the spine and between the legs, igniting the color red. Feel any blockages or dis-ease in this first chakra going down that spiral and into the earth, through the body and through the earth. Create a second funnel at the second chakra, igniting the color orange just below the belly button, moving through the body and sending it out into the earth, releasing any blockages or dis-ease here. Take in that same visualization and same sensation at the third chakra located at the sternum where the ribs come together. And just visualize that funnel moving through the body, just like you would see a tornado up in the sky, moving through the body, releasing any blockages or dis-ease, and sending it out through the back of the body and into the earth. Feeling that at the red chakra, the orange chakra, and the yellow chakra. And then creating that same feeling and visualization at the heart center. Igniting the color green. Create that funnel sensation, how it feels in the body at the neck in the color baby blue. Feel that funnel sensation at the third eye, igniting the color indigo at the third eye, located in the center of the forehead and between the eyebrows. Feel the third eye opening. Feel that funnel moving through the pineal gland and out through that pressure point on the back of the skull. Create that same sensation in the funnel, but feel that energy at the crown of the head. So you've got the opening of that funnel at the crown of the head, and then visualize it coming in through the crown of the head. Feel it moving through the brain, and feel it igniting that funnel at the third eye, at the throat, the heart center, at the sternum where the ribs come together, just below the belly button and at the base of the spine. Feel all of that energy spinning around at each of these spaces and these 7 major energy centers called chakras. Feel the energy moving through the body. Feel a tingling sensation on the palms of the hands and the pads of the fingertips. Feel that tingling sensation on the flats of the feet, the balls of the toes, and the pads of the toes. Feel the body completely and totally relaxed. Breathe. Without moving, feel the arms and the legs, the hands and the feet. Just take a moment, look through the skins of the eyes, take notice of any energy moving around, any colors fading in and out, and feeling those funnels
Continue to cleanse, purge, and purify at each chakra. Red in between the legs, orange below the belly button, yellow at the sternum, green at the heart center, baby blue at the throat, indigo at the third eye, and violet at the crown of the head. Feel the skeletal system lit up with the brightest of lightest lights as it heals and strengthens the bones from the inside out as they rest comfortably amongst the muscles. Feel the complete and total stillness of the physical body here in this present moment. Feel the stillness and the softness of the body here. Feel calm, peace, serenity. Just feel that stillness of the body, and then just feel that left hand come to that heart. Feel that right hand gently coming to the belly and pausing here. Feel the stillness of the body. Feel the arms calming back down as you place it on the heart and the belly. And then maybe just start to wiggle the fingers and the toes. Maybe move into a stretch. Just wiggling around, whatever feels good. Maybe bring the knees back into the chest, give yourself a hug. And then when you're ready, let's just slowly come onto the right or the left hand side into a fetal position, and we'll bring those knees in. And we're just going to take a moment and honor this position, as this is the position we came into this lifetime in, and this is how we'll go forward until our next practice. Having cleansed, purged, and purified our bodies to the gene core cell level, having changed brain wavelengths, having changed our molecular structure, having opened ourselves to receive that universal wisdom, to move from a sleeping state into a more aware and awakened state. Take a moment and show gratitude to all those things that we take for granted, all of those peoples that it takes to bring food to our plates. Freedom, knowing that true freedom comes by going within. A roof over our head, food on our plates, water. Take a moment and show gratitude to all of those things in the physical body working in unison to have this human physical experience. The heart, the liver, the lungs, the kidneys, the skin, the skeletal system, the muscular system, the brain, the pineal gland, the heart center. Take a moment and show gratitude to all of those things known and unknown to us outside of the physical body. The sun, the moon, the stars, the space in between, this earth, this living organism allowing us to live on its surface, to eat its food and to drink its water. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up into a seated position and bringing your hands to your heart center and taking a deep breath in through the nose and exhaling out your mouth to seal off your practice. On all planes of consciousness, in any and all dimensions, in the north, south, east, west, above, below, and within, around everything that ever was, everything that is, and everything that will be. We cast the rings past not of air, of earth, of fire, of metal, of wood, of water, and of spirit. May that which comes to us, may that which comes from us, and may that which comes through us, may it always be the all's own pure love, truth, life, light, and wholeness. We are all one, held in the infinite living mind of the all, and there is no separation one from another. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Namaste. Yay, go out. Selfless serve your universe. Love each other. Start with loving yourself. There's a lot going on. It's our responsibility to bring it all back in and into our heart center and into our core. I love you. Have a fabulous day. Namaste.